Before we start this video, Becky wants me to mention that the heavy breathing you can hear is not in fact Becky, it is Flossie snoring. So Becky and I moved into a new place 2 months ago, and for the very first time I actually have my own office as opposed to just recording from my bedroom. So my setup has changed quite a bit. So in today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of a house tour, and then we're going to be ending off in the office doing a bit of a setup explanation where I can go through all of that different stuff. So let's get started. Now there'll be like cool shots of everything over music and stuff. This is the living and dining area where we do our living and dining. Things to note are my beautiful parrot drawing drawn by yours truly, JackSucksAtLife. Isn't that fantastic? Got the Amazon Echo. Becky, what's your opinion on the Amazon Echo?
She's okay. She doesn't know much. She answers better to Baxter than Alexa.
Sorry, I don't know that.
No, we know you don't.
You don't know much, Alexa.
You don't. But we're alright, we still like you.
But she got me 450,000 views on YouTube, so you've got to hand it to her for that one.
That's our toaster.
That's the toaster. I think it'd be quite nice to get Flossie to do some tricks, Becky. What do you think? So we can show how talented she is. Spin! Flossie sit. Flossie down. Good girl. Flossie paw. Flossie other paw. Flossie both paws. Both paws. Both paws. Both paws. Both paws. Yay! And now we're going to head downstairs because the fun thing about Jack and Becky's house...
My sister's giraffe.
The fun thing about Jack and Becky's house is it's an upside down house, so the bedrooms are actually down the stairs. Now we're going to head into the bathroom. Bathroom is fairly standard. It has a bath, it has a sink, and it has a toilet. Next, we're going to head into the bedroom. Now get cool bedroom shots. Stuff of note in the bedroom is our wand that we got from Harry Potter World at Universal Studios. Also, this plant, which Becky stole from a restaurant.
I didn't steal it from a restaurant in a night out.
Becky stole it from a restaurant.
I literally...
She was drunk and she walked past it and she was like, I'll have that, lads. And then off she went, and she was like, off she goes. Cool thing about Becky's makeup desk is this desk is actually the desk that I used when I first started my channel. So if you check my original 1,000 subscribers setup tour, this desk is featured in that very video. So my first like 100 videos back in 2013 were filmed right there. And now it's time for the moment that you've all been waiting for, my office. So if we close the door on the office, first thing we see is the best thing ever, the JackSucksAtLife official poster, link in the description, absolutely beautiful. Get some zooms in on that quality, that is pristine. Look at the Sky Kid logo on my hoodie, I mean that is beautiful. This is my little unit. Becky actually built this from Flatpak, I was very impressed. Got this from Becky for Christmas, also got this llama money box for Christmas. This is my TARDIS money box that I've had since I was like 10. And then I open it. Lots of planets have a north. Becky and I decided that we didn't have enough space nor the need for a wardrobe, so we just got this nice little rail. Things of note on here are the JackSucksAtLife Skycade hoodies. Link in the description if you're interested. Augustus and Cleopatra, obviously, two absolutely beautiful beasts. And then if we come over here, this is where all of my videos from the past 2 months have been recorded. So I really like this setup. I think the office, it's a small room, but that's sort of perfect because I'm only one person and there's no sort of reverb, no echo because it's it's not big enough for an Echo. I got my 2 monitors. I did used to have 3 ages ago, but I just thought that was unnecessary. Keyboard and mouse were both purchased on Amazon as a set. I think they were like £30. So the webcam that I use is a Logitech C920. It films in 720p, it doesn't film in 1080p, which I think is noticeable when I upload 1080p because the Minecraft footage looks a lot better than the webcam footage, but for the majority of what I do, all of my facecam content is filmed with this webcam and I think it's absolutely fine.
You're gonna play us a tune on your kazoo?
Let's play Guess the Tune. What was the tune, Becky? Actually, don't tell me, Becky. Post a comment down below. The microphone that I use is the AT2020 Plus. Make sure you get the USB version if you are interested. I really like this microphone. I've used it for the past 3 years and as you can hear, it is really good quality. Headset that I use is the HyperX Cloud Pro Gaming headset. I had previously been using the HyperX Cloud 2 Pro Gaming headset, but that one broke recently, so I've gone back to my old one. I also had the Razer Kraken Pro headset for about a month, but in the end I decided HyperX was better. The thing that annoyed me about this, there was a little volume control slider thing on here, and I would accidentally knock it all of the time, and it was just really easy to turn your volume up way louder than it should be. In terms of lighting up my face when I'm recording facecam, I just use 2 straightforward lamps. I think this one was like £8 and this one was like £12. Nothing especially fancy, but both of them together would make my face look decent enough. If Becky goes ahead and turns the lights off, then you can see I've got these badass blue LEDs behind my desk. They're just something that I always wanted. When I'm working in here during the day and Becky's also at work, Flossie tends to spend most of her time on either this nice little blanket or in this nice cozy bed. And then the last thing to point out is the actual computer. Cool shots, Becky, cool shots. I built this computer myself. We purchased it way back right at the end of 2014 and I haven't really changed anything since. It was a lot of money, this computer, and to be honest it was more than I would spend on a computer now. I think I was like showing off and I just wanted to get the best thing ever, even if that wasn't totally necessary. But it's cool because it changes colour, look at that. In terms of specs, the GPU is a Nvidia GeForce GTX 980. It's a 2TB hard drive, it's got 16GB of RAM, and the case, if you do happen to want it, is a NZXT Phantom 820, so just give that a Google. And then a full list of specs will also be in the description. Also, in terms of it not being necessary to spend thousands of pounds on a computer, about 50% of the videos that I actually recorded last year were recorded with this laptop. This is a laptop that I purchased while we were in Australia. It is a good laptop, but it is a lot more affordable, and like I said, most of the videos that I made last year were made simply with this little laptop. So you don't need something like that in order to build up your channel. Also, although I really do love this microphone, while we were in Australia, I actually used this microphone. So here's an audio clip of what this microphone sounded like. Today's episode is, in my opinion, a cracking little episode. Obviously, it's not quite as good as the AT2020, but it more than sufficed, and I think this cost 50 Australian dollars, which is, I don't know, £34, something like that. So if you do want to give a YouTube channel a go, like I've said, you don't need to spend thousands on it. And I think the very last thing that we shall show is my 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque that I got way back at the beginning of 2015, I think. And he sits nicely on the shelf with lots of other cool little things. And lastly, in terms of software, all of my videos are edited with Sony Vegas Pro 11. This is what the video you've just watched looks like if you are interested. All Minecraft content is recorded with Fraps, but that's mainly just because I've always used Fraps. I'd probably recommend you get OBS because OBS is free. The file sizes are much smaller and there's a ton of YouTube tutorials that will help you get set up. Thumbnails like this one are made in Photoshop, but any thumbnails that have a Minecraft render like this and like this, the renders aren't made by me, they are made by someone called Luke, and I believe he makes them in Cinema 4D. But I think that basically about covers it for our house tour and my setup video. Hopefully you found this useful. More specific PC specs and that kind of thing are all in the description, so you can check them out. Remember to get your JackSucksAtLife posters, link in the description. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you to Becky for filming it for me. Shout out to Flossie. Shout out to Becky's slippers. And I will see you all tomorrow for another video.